After making sure that we use the prosthesis, let's draw the guide. Make sure to include the pins beneath the curve you're drawing. We don't need the palatal part. We may use some of it. Generate contact surface. Okay. Next. And now we have our minimum thickness and all the settings. We have the sleeve offset and everything. We can adjust it like before. Click next. I will not put a window, no need. Just click next. And we wait for the merging. If you want to freeform the guide, you can do it. Let's just click next. And here is our surgical guide. Of course, if you want to remove or adjust the merged part, we can do this from the export mode to cut any part of the guide. Another method to draw the guide, let's restart this, is you select the icon on the left, design guide. So let's draw again on the denture periphery so that we get a gingival model that we can still draw the guide on it later instead of using the body of the denture. So let's continue. And click next. Of course, this part you can design your guide so that you have the rotation part or the buccal part marked if you want to place the implant in a specific angle with multi-unit abutments. As you can see, I'll show you. Look at this part. You can see the rotation of the guide of the sleeve and its orientation. And here you can set the settings that you need according to your printer. Again, let's go to next. And let's draw the guide as before. Here offset will be, maybe I will not change the offset here, maybe 0.1 because I'm already using the denture. So no need to make an offset. This is not the cast. Okay, just 0.1. Okay, this is the offset. We don't increase the undercuts. No anticipation for milling. Set insertion direction from view. Apply. Next. And we can start drawing the guide as before. You can choose between any of these methods and click next. I will not put a window. Just click next. The advantage of this technique is that you don't have the body of the denture overall as a guide. You just have a small part that you choose to have the guide with, and this is your surgical guide. We have to merge. Of course, you can go to the export mode if you want to freeform, add, remove material, etc. And here is the surgical guide. So with this tutorial, we can now do full arches. The most important issue in full arches is the parallelism between the implants, the angulation of the abutments, and the position of the implants not being not having collision with each other's or with the anatomy. And so this is the tutorial. And we have finished our surgical guide. Now, if we proceed, we can do a fixation guide. What is the fixation's guide purpose? During taking the scan, the patient is biting on his teeth, so the mucosa is compressed. So you want to transfer the same relation in the patient's mouth to his real surgery. So we have to do a fixation guide. The surgical guide alone or separate has some sleeves that led to destruction of the anatomy, so we can't get the exact bite. That's why we need a fixation guide. The patient first bites, we use the fixation pins to mark the area, the proper area of fixation for future guided implant surgery. We click next, and now we have a new merged object. It's like a fixation guide for the patient to bite prior to insertion of the final implant surgical guide with the sleeves. Let's see how it looks like after loading. And here we are. This is the fixation guide. And now we have our fixation guide. And we can export it and save it. And we can print both guides, the fixation guide and the implant guide, for better and more accurate results. I am done. And I can save the scene, maybe. Okay.